just thought you might be a raven.
And I thought that you might be a hunter. But unlike you, I'm not disappointed.
Why is this fox that's supposed to live in the forest have eyeliner and is trying to be enticing to Balto? Balto 2 is my 13th reason. Not only is this movie disrespectful to kids, disrespectful to adults who love the Balto movie, but it's just disrespectful to Balto and movies in general. Now, I'm absolutely no stranger to movies that do like the whole, oh, this isn't necessarily about the main movie or the first movie. It's taking a different path. It's talking about, I don't know, their kids or something overall different. I'm no stranger to that. But this is just straight up stupidity at its finest. Now, I had no idea Balto had a second or third movie. It's mainly because of characters like Alu, the fox who is sexualized for no real reason, and the duck who is from Balto 3 who is sexualized way too much. I had a very vague idea these movies existed, but you know, I had an hour to kill and I was like, there's no way this movie is that bad. I was thinking maybe mid, maybe a little less than mid, but holy shit, these movies are garbage as fuck. Balto 2 is an hour and 15 minutes long, but it feels like, oh, it feels so much longer because of how stupid, how filler-esque this is, how degenerate everything in here is. It's so bad. It's so bad. If I had to choose watching the whole series of Alpha and Omega back to back to back in one sitting again, or watching Balto 2, I would... Honestly, I don't want to watch any of that. The animation here is absolutely atrocious. It's actually just... It's so bad. Not even in the like there's redeeming qualities in this. It's if there was redeeming qualities in this, it doesn't matter because it feels like they forgot to turn off resample. And what resample does is basically like not turning off resample. It makes everything so blurry and like so disgusting to look at. Like I feel like I had the biggest headache when watching this movie. Not only that, but the animation is extremely cheap to the point to where why am I even, who enjoys this? Who would even enjoy this, bro? Like nobody.
And what about my brothers and sisters? They've got wolf in them too. Why did humans want them?
Because they don't look it. And you do.
You gotta be they gotta be trolling. They have to be trolling. Why did Balto make that face? There's a lot of parts in this movie to where they try to add a 3D element, but it's so bad and it doesn't work in any sort of capacity. Like, why did you guys even try? I'm being so genuine. I know I'm being so mean and I don't mean to be mean. Like the animators, y'all are just doing the job. I don't really care about that. But at the end of the day, the job was horrible. Like I can say that. Like you can hate the job that was done, but also not hate the workers. Like both sides can exist. They can coexist easily. Now to say the animation is bad is one thing, but the character design, it's so ass. Jenna doesn't feel like Jenna, and majority of these characters, like, they feel so bare bones. Like, I don't know how you took a beautiful movie and you simplified it to the point to where I don't even want to look at these characters, man. Not only that, but there's a lot of inconsistencies and animation errors throughout the movie. So it's just a cherry on top to say this animation, I'm not rocking with it. Now to speak on the score, this is one of the worst scores I feel I've ever seen in a movie. There's a lot of times to where the characters are talking and there's just this annoying instrument or like this annoying melody playing in the background. And when that's not playing, majority of the score is just super generic. Like, congrats, like that's the best I can give to your movie.
Good morning, sleepyhead. Did you forget about watching the pups today while my girl and I go on a picnic?
What? Me? Forget? Never. Ugh.
Balto, you look so tired. What's wrong?
Didn't you literally just say good morning? Oh my god, he just woke up. Use your fucking head, dude. Not only is the score bad, but like randomly out of nowhere, they decide, hey, I want to be a musical. You know, I'm feeling like a theater kid. I want to get some musicals in this bitch. So at the last leg of the movie, we get characters we don't know about singing about stuff that doesn't even matter. It really just doesn't matter at the end of the day. Why are they singing? Why does this movie exist? Now that I think about it, to give a tiny bit of credit, there is a song with the mouse to where like this mouse is sort of just riffing. They're just like kind of vibing, and they're not necessarily the best singer in my opinion, but you know, it's a little bit of a vibe. You know, I fuck with it. They're going, hey, hey, Okay, so to transition into the story, this story is about...
How did you do that?
I simply became one with the tree.
Okay, my fault, bro. I didn't know you were built like that. I didn't know the story was going in this direction. This story is about Balto's daughter, Alu, wanting to grow up and figure out who she is, and Balto being scared of letting go. That's what the movie's about. Even if I wanted to talk about this story, there is nothing to talk about. This movie leaves me so annoyed and bored throughout the whole entire thing. And I thought there was going to be some substance to it. There's not. There's nothing here. Alu is an annoying character who is apparently an adult, but sounds like a kid. Like, I don't know what type of shit's going on here. I don't know what direction the voice actor needed to take, but that's some weird shit.
Don't try to confuse me, young lady. I'm your babysitter.
Uncle Boris, since I'm not a baby anymore, I don't need a babysitter. And you can tell that to my father.
This might just be me, but this feels so weird. Like, I can't put a finger on it, but this feels just wrong. Just so wrong. Best I can say is that Alu leaves a wolf pack who nobody really knows about. We don't get time to grow with the wolf pack at all because they insert it at the last like 20 to 30 minutes, and none of the characters really do anything besides yap, unironically. And we learn Balto's mother is the thing that's been like following him throughout the whole fucking movie. That's been haunting his dreams, his fucking sleep paralysis demon, excuse me.
Huh. Now what?
Only the journey home, my son.
Anayu? You're my... Goodbye to you too, Mother.
You did not just end the movie this way. The reason why this works in Balto 1 is because he is being shown that he needs to accept his other side of him in order to continue the journey. But here, it's clear they have no emotional merit, no emotional buildup or climax at all. So they're just like, hey, we gotta end the movie. We gotta throw this in there. Oh my God. There is nothing more to say about this movie. So with that being said, I believe I'm going to give this movie a solid 0. Animation's horrendous, score horrendous, story horrendous. There's nothing good about this movie. Like, I thought it was gonna be at the very least a decent time with the time it allotted me, an hour and 15 minutes, but no, it just dragged on and it pissed me off, and it made me very, very annoyed and bored at the same time. There is no value in this movie whatsoever. I'm so tired of these sequels, man. But that's all I have to say. Anyway, I don't even want to do the outro, man. Balto, you can do the outro for me, bro.
Come on, guys.
She's a good pup.
I finally found my home.